Now we have a demo session with the moderator, Michele Giannuzzi, R&I engineer of DTI.
Good evening, all. Just passing on table. So thank you for being here. We are going to approach to the end of the day, of these 2 days, let's say. We are really happy to have all you here. So this last part will be accounting for 3 main sections. The first one will be the first demo session. We will show you a demo service in offshore delivery. Offshore delivery, which will performed by Flying Basket as a company, the Port Network Authority of the Ionian Sea, the Port of Taranto. Then we will have a panel in which we are going to discuss much more in deep what is the aerial transportation and work in general. So we are going to unfold what are meaning the aerial transportation, and this just to connect all these with the inspirational speech made by Giancarlo Ferrara. And this panel will be on charge of Professor Otto Manelli, or Professor of Polytechnic of Bari. And then there will be the last of all, which is the last session, the last demo session. It will be performed by Antix company, and we will show you how we can conduct NDT inspection, so contact inspection for very difficult, very complicated inspection, for instance, high voltage tower and whatever. And this will be going to conclude all the days. And so I'm going to ask to my colleagues, so Flying Basket, Davide, come. And then also Deborah for the Port of Taranto. So Davide Talmazzini.
Thank you very much, Michele. I'm Davide Talmazzini from the business development team in Flying Basket.
And Deborah Marullo from.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Deborah Marullo, responsible for EU programs and innovation of the Port Network Authority of the Ionian Sea.
So we are going to show you the demo flight made by Flying Basket, and together supported by the Authority of the Port of Taranto. I hope. Okay, it is?
Yeah, I don't have the slides, but. Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about Flying Basket and what will be.
Exactly. So let's start by introducing Flying Basket. For those who don't know us, we are a cargo drone designer, manufacturer, and operator. So over the years, we have been developing the FB3 heavy lift drone. This is a drone able to lift up to 100 kilograms. With this drone, we have been providing a series of services for different industries. To give you some example, we have been working for energy infrastructure, telecom infrastructures, logistics. You might know some projects that we have been doing as experimentations with the Poste Italiane, and also reforestation. Today, what we are going to present you actually is a new environment that we are now approaching, and that is maritime logistics. So what you will see today are the shore to island use case and shore to ship use case. If we can get to the... Thank you very much. Okay, so as a company, our mission is to make aerial transport available for all industries. So going back to what I was just telling you before, we have been using this drone to provide a series of services related to logistics challenges in hard-to-reach places, and also where it's possible to actually bring a safer approach to operations. As I mentioned, we are designer, manufacturer, operators. We have been operating over the years into 7 different European countries, and we are also an academy for pilots. So when we make available our drone externally, we are also able to provide training for those operators. Here you can see a video introduction of our drone that you can also see in the exposition just right outside. That is the FB3 heavy lift drone, as I was saying, 100 kilogram of maximum payload capability. It is a very flexible, versatile tool for transport different type of cargo. It's battery alimented. We normally target to lower costs for operation, improve safety. Here you can see some of the operation that we have been doing for telecommunication, Italian Post Service, wind turbines, and this is where we have been focusing all over this year.
Perfect. So, just get back on the slide before, or not this, the other one? Okay, fine. So I'm seeing that you shore to island and you shore to ship. So you were telling to us that in this case you were suggesting us how to reach difficult territory or areas and whatever. My question is for the port is, how difficult is a port on harbor as planned? So, and why, for instance, these 2 demonstrations would be helping to you to?
We have signed a memorandum of understanding with DTA this year in order to test and to verify the application of unmanned aerial services within the port. And at the beginning, we expect to verify if there was room for drones in an intermodal transport system, which was the one of the Port of Taranto, and if drones could help us getting seamless processes and services improvement in services in terms of sustainability, efficiency, safety, and security. And in order to achieve this goal, we have involved, of course, considering that the port is a very complicated ecosystem, and in the specific, the one of the Port of Taranto, we have involved the Navy and the Harbour Master Office, as they are competent for safety and security navigation. And in the specific, the Navy is competent, of course, for safety and security for military purposes. And with their, thanks to their help, we have performed this, they have performed this to test from shore to shore, which means from one of the berths of our port to San Pietro Island, which is an island just in front of the port. And the second test, it was performed from shore to vessel, and in the specific from the naval base of the Navy to a vessel.
Perfect. So, for instance, okay, these 2 are the maritime logistics, so the shore-to-island delivery and the shore-to-ship delivery. Which could be the first one, for instance. The first mission is this one, so the shore-to-island.
Exactly. So this is the first mission that we performed. What you are about to see, it is a BVLOS automatic flight conducted by us as operator in coordination, thanks also to the support of port authorities of the Italian Navy to actually conduct this flight. Starting exactly from shore to island, what we want to demonstrate, obviously, as a starting point for future applications is the possibility of using drone for a faster delivery service to this island for cargo that is not convenient sometimes to be transported with traditional means. That might be because of the cost related to this means, also the environmental impact that they have, or even, let's say, the rapidity in which they can supply certain locations. What we want to propose is a service that can be used by companies when they are working on islands, so they might need equipment, tools, materials, and at the same time, this could be obviously an initiative for institutions. Let's maybe think about emergency situations where there is the need to get very fast maybe some medical supplies to people. So this specific flight, for example, has been conducted in less than 6 minutes from Punta Rondinella to the San Pietro Island. The flight speed was about 16 meters per second of the drone for this specific operation. The payload has been delivered remotely by the pilot. The drone is equipped with a hook that can be remotely used by the pilot to deliver when on spot. And so what we want basically to have as a mission with this type of application is to help communities that are in hard-to-reach places to benefit from these new technologies and have either by industrial stakeholders or institutional ones to improve the quality in which they can be resupplied.
Okay, perfect. Can I ask you, how was difficult, let's say, to implement the process of the authorization or whatever?
Well, for sure.
It could not be difficult, but just to understand if.
Well, as an operator, we are experienced. We had in 2019 our first authorization to do commercial services. So from that time on, we have been performing a series of operations, like a flight in the city of Turin, in Rome, and many other environments in which we gathered basically the knowledge and built an organization that is able to manage also complex operation when it comes to get the operational authorization. As we know, in this specific case, it was definitely helpful and key to have the support of port authorities together with all the other institutions operating in the area to be able to conduct a safe and effective demonstration.
Perfect, perfect. For the second one, instead, the second mission, we are getting the shore to vessel, in particular the shore to island to navy. And so what is the main consideration here?
So here we did a delivery over a total distance of 5 kilometers. This demonstration was aiming to demonstrate the capability of the drone, of heavy lift drone, to deliver the payload to a ship. In this case, the payload is just a fictitious one, but to demonstrate the capability, we used a block of 25 kilograms, the same as in the other demonstration, to place on a platform floating out of the port the payload itself. So as you can see here, the boat was approaching the area, the drone started the flight. We are still talking about BVLOS automatic mission. And in this case, what we want also to provide is, in a future perspective, the possibility to resupply commercial and private boats. This is an opportunity as well to save costs while receiving components that might be needed for maintenance or supplies that are needed on board. Here, as you can see, we were flying along the port area of Taranto to deliver the payload. The drone has been using for both mission as link configuration, meaning that a steel cable has been used to attach the payload and then remotely deliver it on the spot. As you can see, it has been delivered to the platform. And, well, overall, again, this has been a great opportunity to start testing interactions with all the stakeholders that are in the area, such as port authorities, the Navy. Obviously, as we have been saying also in some other panels of this event, there is still work to be done to have an harmonized environment in which it is possible to operate constantly and safely.
Deborah, on this piloting, could you have some suggestion or some other curiosities?
Yes, I would like to specify that this is a service already provided. Currently, it is provided by boatmen in our port, because the port boatmen provide the delivery service from shore to ship for small parcels. So what we have seen, thanks to Flame Basket and DTA, is the replication of the same service, but provided by drones.
So more faster, I can imagine.
Yes, faster,
more flexible for sure.
Yeah, because they have, the test for us have shown that the service maintains high levels of efficiency in terms of execution, timing, but also high level of safety and security, preventing also risks for humans that provide this kind of service.
Sure, of course. Another curiosity, did you find any difference in the process of authorization, since before was an island and this second is a vessel? It's just a curiosity.
No, not really. In the process, well, we have been posing to the authorities the whole mission with its concept. We also have to say we found them extremely available to assess the operation. And once all the needed mitigations as well for being sure that this would have been realized in a safe and efficient way, let's say it has been quite a smooth process, and for that we also want to thank the authorities.
Okay, from these two missions, so from these two services demonstration, what we learn, or what you learn, and for instance, in which roads we need to work more?
So, as we were saying, as we have been saying during the conference, for sure there is some work to make possible to have aerial transport, the manned one that is already available, working together with drones, and at the same time safeguarding the naval operations that are happening in the port. For this, obviously, there will be the need for a whole system that will foresee manual and automatic operations of drone in the area. And from another perspective, we definitely engage also into discussion of what could be some next iterations for the drone to be better adapted to this type of use. We are happy with the efficiency that we already demonstrated, but for sure we now have some more ideas also to progress in our roadmap as a product.
So you are striving more flexibility on your products, on your services itself.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it. So from this demonstration, we can conclude that, of course, BVLOS is an important session. It's something that will be enabler or the mission in future, the real mission in future. Security and security, sure, a lot of security. The important also is the environment, in this case, the plant, a difficult environment to work on. And then some other important things, for instance, the flexibility on the solution, the product solution, and also the factor that needs, let's say, better procedure, accuracy procedure, and also the idea of corridors that maybe will help the work into a difficult environment like a port or an harbor. So thank you, Davide. Thank you, Deborah. If there is any question or curiosity, I will pick up just one question. OK, fine. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you very much.
I think we are